What is the one thing every IT admin wishes they had more of? Time. It's the resource that disappears the fastest. You finish one task and 3 more appear. Timelines are tighter, data is more complex, and you're still expected to deliver without missing a beat. So how can you possibly get more time? Meet Stella, your AI assistant, built directly into SOTI MobiControl and SOTI XSight. Think of Stella as your expert teammate who's always available. No coffee breaks, no context switching, just fast, reliable answers when you need them the most. Whether you're checking app deployment statuses, troubleshooting issues, or pulling reports on your devices, Stella helps you move faster, work smarter, and spend less time searching. Hi, I'm Shosh, and in this video, I will show you how to use Stella to quickly surface the information that you need, get instant answers, and reduce the time you spend searching for details. Let's consider a real-world scenario featuring our fictional organization, Rocket Co., which operates over 1,000 grocery stores nationwide and is supported by multiple regional IT teams. Rocket Co. has a very dynamic workforce, and devices are used by everyone, from store workers and warehouse teams to pickers and store managers. Martin is a new technician at Rocket Co. Having been with the company only for a few months, he's relatively new to the mobile device management world. His task is to deploy the secure browser SOTI Surf to a select group of devices. To ensure that the deployment does not disrupt operations, he plans to schedule the rollout during off hours. Traditionally, Martin would have needed to figure things out on his own in SOTI MobiControl. This might involve Googling what he needs to do or reviewing the online help sections. This process could take a considerable amount of time, reducing his productivity. But what if he could just ask a simple question? That's where Stella comes in. With Stella, Martin can just click the Stella icon in the navigation menu in SOTI MobiControl and ask, how do I deploy SOTI Surf to a specific group of devices at a scheduled time? Stella instantly pulls from SOTI's help documentation and provides step-by-step guidance, walking him through policies and profiles, applying filters to target specific devices, setting a custom deployment schedule, and launching the app into production. If Martin wants to learn more, Stella also links directly to the source articles so he can explore further. Once deployment is complete, it's time for Martin to generate the report to determine if the deployment was successful. Martin can just ask Stella to show me all devices that received SOTI Surf. Include device name, group, model, and app status. Stella collects data from various sections of SOTI MobiControl and delivers a clear, organized table in seconds. The columns are precisely what Martin requested, nicely formatted and ready for use. He can expand the sections for additional detail or open it in a separate tab to avoid cluttering the SOTI MobiControl workspace. If Martin wants to take action, he can just click View in Device Dashboard. Stella directs him straight to the relevant devices in SOTI MobiControl, where he can execute scripts, send commands, or delve deeper, all without retracing his steps. Need to share the report with stakeholders? Export it as a CSV. Want to revisit it later? Simply favorite the chat and it'll save to your history. Instead of navigating between dashboards and manually combing through and combining data, Stella consolidates everything in one place, using the same reliable sources within SOTI MobiControl, but making them easier to access through natural language. Now let's look at another real-world challenge, often encountered by experienced administrators. Imagine a team of junior store admins getting ready to roll out a lockdown update to production, but they can't see the required lockdown profiles in the console. The rollout is stalled, production is being affected, and time is working against you. You need to pinpoint the root cause immediately. As the central admin at Rocket Co., you know exactly what this issue usually means. their access isn't configured correctly. But without the right permissions, they can't view the necessary profiles, and they likely can't access other critical areas either. What starts as a simple access oversight can rapidly snowball into workflow delays, lost time, and even compliance risks. Identifying these issues often requires switching between multiple dashboards, such as first checking users and permissions to see which roles the junior admins are assigned. Then drilling into profiles to check which user groups have access to each profile. As the number of users and profiles grow, the complexity and time required for this task also increases. This is where Stella truly excels, saving you hours of effort in locating the necessary information. Just ask Stella. Instead of manually sifting through user records and role assignments, you can simply ask, what role are the junior admins assigned to? Stella will provide a clear table that displays each user alongside their assigned roles. This allows you to quickly determine if anyone lacks access or if someone isn't part of any group, so you can address the issues immediately. Now that you know their roles, you need more clarity on the profiles they have access to. Just ask Stella the question, show me all lockdown profiles that provide access to a specific role. In an instant, Stella generates a clickable table of profiles accessible to the admins. You retain full access to SOTI MobiControl's role and profile management tools, but Stella helps you quickly identify the relevant information. As an admin, you now know which profiles you need to modify to grant access to your store admins, enabling them to implement the necessary lockdown profile updates. Say goodbye to tedious cross-checking and lingering uncertainties. This level of transparency is why Stella is the go-to solution for IT teams tackling complex environments efficiently. Let's take a closer look at a challenge that many operations teams can relate to. At Rocket Co, David, an operations analyst, is encountering several complaints from store managers about their field devices failing midway through shifts due to battery discharge. This problem is clearly affecting productivity, and David is eager to find solutions quickly. To tackle this, he starts by exploring incident management, his internal ticketing system, to see existing reports. David thoroughly reviews each ticket to determine which devices are struggling and to uncover potential root causes. However, there's a twist. His insight is limited to documented issues only. What about the devices that haven't been flagged yet? So David tries to pivot to SOTI XSight's battery dashboard. This is where things get interesting. David starts scanning through discharge rates, battery temperatures, charging patterns, all the metrics that could point to a deeper issue. The data is rich, but it's a lot to digest. He is not a battery expert, and with so many charts and profiles to review, it's easy for him to feel overwhelmed. It's tedious, it's time-consuming, and the risk of missing something critical is too high. But here's where Stella steps in. He just asks, show me devices that have a poor performing battery. Stella instantly pulls up a clean, organized list, which shows device IDs and battery health scores, all powered by SOTI XSight's analytics. No digging, no second guessing. With a single prompt, David can identify failing batteries. He has transitioned from a reactive to a proactive approach, without spending hours sifting through dashboards. Regardless of their role, admins or operation analysts can click on Response Insights to see how Stella sources information, allowing them to refine their prompt for better results. Stella streamlines device management for everyone in your organization, technicians, admins, and analysts alike, making it faster and easier. And that's how Stella simplifies complex workflows through friendly, natural conversations. Whether it's understanding the features or troubleshooting, Stella brings clarity to your tasks and integrates seamlessly with SOTI MobiControl and SOTI XSight. If you want to spend less time clicking and more time solving problems, start using Stella today. Just ask, and your answers are on the way. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest tips and updates.